Hello and welcome to this video trying to explain the project of ERP implementation. ERP is the Enterprise Resources Planning, a software that is going to change the operations and processes of the company, at least by adding one entry for each and every process in scope. The project goes through two stages: before and while contracting, and after contracting, which is the implementation project. So the project actually starts before the implementation starts. In order to start an ERP implementation project, we will go first through pre-sales, then offering, then contracting. The vendor here, who is going to sell the software and the implementation of this software as a service, will visit the customer, will gather requirements and do a lot of analysis, demos, technical solution design. The analysis and demos are related to the features of the software and the scope of the ERP software, which means which areas is it going to cover. Finance, what specifically in finance, supply chain, inventory, purchasing, selling, the business processes in the scope of this project. Technical solution design is the design of the hardware and technologies that are going to be used in order to have this ERP system up. So in the pre-sales and till this point, a lot of visits have been done, a lot of requirements are being collected in order to come up with a scope of this project in terms of the business areas that needs to be covered and how. The vendor will have to show his customer that your process that is specific to you will be done on our system like this, and show demos with the live system after doing some setup of configuration because of the phase of pre-sales. And in the same time, they will work together, the vendor and the customer, to determine whether it is going to be cloud or the customer will buy the hardware, and what are the reasons to take this decision or that decision. Now, there is the solution design, business processes and how they are going to be done in the project. Scope determination. Scope is very important to the contracting, which is going to happen not far from now. The contracting will depend on the scope, because the contract will have the financial details, the price, and how the price is going to be paid, in which phases, in which stages, according to what documents, according to what approvals, which is before then what. And therefore, if the scope is not determined, the contracting will not be fair, will not be practical. The customer will start discover the details of the business after the contracting is done, and the customer will assume that everything is included or should be included in the project. Therefore, it is very important from the pre-sales phase to determine the scope. According to the scope, we can put realistic durations and financial details of the price of the software, the price of the implementation, and when these financial details are going to be transferred into physical invoices and payments.